gonna be like a discussion class then. Because normally you need a bigger screen to like check everything out and see how everything plays. So that's why I wanted to know.
Yeah, so what? Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh, I'm here with my pen and paper, so I'm going to draw whatever it is, and then whatever it is, I'm going to be active tomorrow. I'll
yes.
work on it and then
Um.
get back to you.
So how far have you gone? Like beginner stage and things you've known and everything.
Okay, so I've gone far. I've gone far. Like I've actually been on it like every day for the past 2 months.
Oh,
Every day,
so like what
roughly.
do you understand? What do you understand about market structure?
Okay. Market structure. I know my market structure. I know my higher highs and higher lows and higher highs and higher lows, and I know my lower highs and lower lows, and I know when my market is consolidating. I
Okay.
know my other blocks. I know my support and resistance. I know. Uh, I'm
Yeah.
pretty much. I've done a lot. So I basically right now my challenge is this. Yeah,
Okay.
when I go to market, I hardly stay to get my full TP,
Okay.
and sometimes when I want to trade the what's it called, the change of character, I most times tend to enter too early.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
a lot
FOMO.
of times
Fear of missing out. FOMO. It's caused by FOMO. Yeah. So
so so most of the times I tend to analyze properly, but I enter wrongly.
have you started trading live?
I trade cents account.
You trade what?
I'm trading with a cent account.
That's a demo account.
Cent actually, like not particularly demo, or like every 100 cent equal $1. So I don't get to put so much fund in there so
Okay.
that I
Okay.
don't
So now you okay. Okay, it's like a bit of stimulation, like to just get your profit up. It's like a leverage
that,
market.
that
So are you
so that I can emotions while I'm still learning.
yeah, but are you seeing my screen now? Like you seeing what's on the screen now?
See your screen. I'm seeing your screen.
Can you tell if we are using your market structure ideology? Can you tell where we are in the market right now?
We're actually in an uptrend.
With what I just drew it right here.
Yeah, yeah.
And I
We're
guess
in an up.
check, just watch it, watch it again.
Okay, so from the beginning, yeah, we
Yeah.
had high,
Okay.
higher low, higher high, low, higher high, higher low. Then towards the end is beginning to come down, and by forming like a double top.
Okay.
But then again, the one that is coming down has not really broken the down. The
Structure
first yeah, the first lower high that we have. So that's why I was still on the
uptrend.
path that
So see now, me now. Let me show you. This was the last higher low, yeah.
yeah,
This was the last higher low. So what we can see here is it's a downtrend forming already.
yeah,
This is a downtrend because we broke this last higher low. You get me? Like
yeah,
pure markets structure. You get me? Because
yeah,
yeah, because yeah, we were ranging at this zone. You get me? We were ranging at this zone, but we broke out on this zone. If this was a count, this is like a line. I'm using a line graph. Like I'm using this as a line graph. You get me? So if this was like a candlestick analysis, you see that okay, market broke this last higher low. You get me?
yeah.
Sometimes the market can get tricky. You get me? So because the market doesn't move one way, it doesn't even make the market structure clear for you to see. Understand? So
True.
you really need this inside eyes to like get to see where the market is step by step with candlestick analysis and everything. You get me? Do you
Yes.
understand the candlestick analysis too? Like,
Yes, I do.
so now basically, I just use this to like show you the market structure on this particular pair, this particular pair. I'm just drawing right now because we're in a downtrend. So you can see higher highs, higher low, higher highs, higher low, higher highs. We broke this last higher low at this point here. So lower low, lower high, lower low. You get me? This can be observed as a lower low because we broke. This one can be observed as a lower low. Yeah. So we broke this. So lower low, lower high, lower low. So now we are creating a new lower high because now we are seeing a double top at this zone. If price breaks this zone, we are in a new trend. You get me? You get me? Price didn't break this zone. Price was at this zone. So to tell you that we are in a downtrend.
Yeah.
Understand? So these are like little tricks you need to like get in your bag. Understand? But basically, you're telling me about you entering a trade too early, understand, and all that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the let's say this is a discussion session now. Let's say you are entering a trade very early. Why are you entering that trade very early? Do you have your strategies in line? That's what you ask
Okay,
yourself.
usually, yeah, I tend to have my strategies in line, but the fear of not having my stop loss to be too wide, obviously because I'm using like a smaller account, tend to make me want to enter early so I could have this tight stop loss.
So now the thing is that what you ask yourself is why am I rushing to have a tight stop loss? Like why are you actually rushing to like have that tight stop loss to hit your TP so fast? Because this game is a
Yeah.
patient game, you get me? You don't need to be all over
Okay.
the place that okay, I'm rushing this market. You need to understand what type of trader am I? What time frame am I looking at? You get me? Because if you're using a lower time frame, let's say from your entries are like M5 or M1, the 1 minute time frame,
Yeah.
you can actually say, okay, my stop loss can be tight because that's a lower time frame. I can be having 10 pip stop loss, 15 pip, you get me? But
Yeah.
if you are, let me say, if you're like a swing trader or a day trader, you know you're looking at the daily time frame, you're looking at the H4 and you're looking at the H1 time frame. You get me? So now all
Yeah.
these things now consist of putting it in your trading plan. That's why you need a trading plan. And if you don't have a trading plan,
Okay.
it's going to be very, very difficult for you to like cope because this is an uncertain market. Understand? It's a very
Yeah.
uncertain market. That's why you actually need a plan. You get me? That's why you actually need a plan to like know your strategy, you know your entry points, you know your take profit point, and you know your stop loss point. You get me? So these things are very, very core for your trading plan. Understand? You need a trading journal because
Yeah.
any trade you take, you need to journal it down that okay, today I took this trade. So you owe yourself accountable for everything you're doing. I know
Yeah.
starting off we as a retail trader, we get emotional. Everybody do get emotional. Even the professional traders do get emotional. But what keeps them above water is risk management. You get me? And their trading plan. So all
Yeah.
these things, risk management and all these things, your emotion, everything is supposed to be in your trading plan because this market is an uncertain market. We really don't know what's happening. It's still a 50% chance. But your strategy will give you an edge to make it, let's say 60-40. You get me? You get me? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
So you need a plan. That's why you have been hopping in and hopping out and not taking your profits when you need to take your profit because once you have an entry zone, you need an exit zone and you don't change it for shit. You get me? This
I
is
lost I lost $150 today because I increased my take profit zone.
that's the thing. That's the thing. That's the thing. You are not supposed to do that. That's one thing. That's one thing you need to know. That's why you need a trading plan that okay, when I'm trading, I will not move my stop loss. I will leave the trade. If the trade goes to 1:1 or 1:2, I'll put my stop at break even. These things are supposed to be in your trading plan because we as a retail trader, we need to start trading like a robot. You get me? because
True. True.
trading is probability. You get me?
Yeah.
Trading is probability. So before probability works, you know you need to do something over and over again, the same time, the same thing you need to do over before a probability work. A probability can't work if you're moving stop loss and your strategy say don't move your stop loss. If your strategy say don't move your stop loss and you're moving stop loss, that means you're fucking up this probability tree. You get me?
True.
Because the
True.
game, the game is probability. Understand? So now you need to think in that probable cause. You get me? That probability mindset. That's what you need to have. You get me? That's the only thing that can save you. What can save you in this game is your trading plan. That's what can save you. You get me? You need a fixed trading plan. You need to know, okay, this my strategy is working. So this how I'm trading.
Like last three within the last 2 3 weeks, I I do an analysis and I take trades.
Mhm.
Once I start getting drawdown, I go out of the market. But everything I have actually laid out that was going to happen actually happens.
So now, why
But I take losses because I jump out of the market.
fear? That's the thing. It's fear. It's fear because now you are not like, how will I put it? You're not like sure of yourself. You're not as sure of your strategy because you've not even have you been back testing?
And no, I'm not able to backtest. I'm trying to raise money so I can pay for trading view so I can actually go back
Trading view like it's
sometimes.
not like $15. Be how much? You get me? So
Yeah, yeah, maybe 30,
and still
30, 30 to there about.
yeah, you actually need to back test and forward test your strategy to know, okay, this is working for me, or these are what I'm looking for. All these things are supposed to be in your trading plan. You get me? All these things are supposed to be in your trading plan to keep your mindset right, because you cannot just start trading and start saying, oh, I want to start making money and I don't have a plan. You get me?
Yeah,
Abi? Can you hear me? So
yeah, I can hear you.
yeah, you need a plan. You need everything to be on your journal, and so that you have your trading plan right. You get me? So now
Mm,
these things
yeah,
now, no, actual class. Okay, one second. So this thing now is like it comprises of your emotions, comprises of the kind of person you are, because trading really shows you who you are. You get me? Trading shows
true,
who you are based on, as
true.
you're trading now, you know, okay, I'm an emotional person. How am I going to solve these emotions I'm getting anytime I enter the trade and I get a little Jordan, I run out of the market. This is what's happening to me.
Mm,
This is what I need to fix. As a trader, you need to be aware of yourself. You need to be aware of your mistakes. If it keeps happening over and over
true.
again, that's my mistake and that's what I need to work on. That's why we need to journal. You get me? That's why we need to journal our emotions. Once we trade, we need to journal. Okay, this is how I was feeling when I was in this trade. Because once you journal all these things and you take, let's say 20 trades, and you go back and just start to read your journal, you start, okay, understanding, okay, this is where I'm making my mistakes. This is what I need to work on.
Yeah,
You get me? That's basically trading psychology. Trading psychology comprises of, see, the whole trading psychology, because in trading, 20% is technicals, 80% is psychology. Technicals, yes, anybody can draw chart, anybody can draw trend line, anybody can draw support and resistance, anybody can start to understand market analysis, anybody can understand candlestick analysis. All these things are simple to understand, but what's what's like demarcates the top traders from the ones that get slaughtered, it's the psychology, because they've understood this game, because it's an uncertain game. Get me? It's
yeah,
a game of uncertainty. So you don't know what's happening. So your strategy and your trading plan keeps you in check. That's what makes you to be like psychologically active, because you really know, okay, this is my strategy. I want to let it play. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to touch my stop. I don't want to touch my take profit. If price get to this level, this is what I will do. That's the only thing you need to do. People make trading very, very difficult for themselves because you just want a quick profit. You just want your trade to enter profit ASAP. It doesn't work like that. Trade goes to drawdown first. Once it goes to, sometimes one pip away from your stop loss, let it hit your stop loss, no problem. Understand? Once you hit your stop loss, just close for the day. Say, okay, today today now, all these things are supposed to be in your trading plans. Okay, today, every day I'm risking 1% of my account, or every day I'm risking 2% of my account. If I fail, if I fail to risk 2%, if I if I lose 2% a day, I'm out of the market. I'm not going to trade, I'm not going to look at the chart anymore. So these are plans you need to put together. Understand?
Yeah.
These are like things that coerce your psychology. You get me? These are things that goes around your trading plan and everything to make your mindset right, to make you think straight. Because as a trader, if you are everywhere in the market, it's not good for you. Because this market is an uncertain market. Right now, you see your strategy, you see an entry strategy, you start thinking before you know another candlestick just closed and your strategy, and you'll be like, oh, it's not supposed to be like this. Before you know, the trade goes to your TP. You'll be like, oh, I know I was supposed to take this trade, but you didn't take the trade. If you were
Yeah.
confident of yourself, you would have taken that trade, but you're not confident of yourself. So you need, anytime you see your strategy, anytime you see your candlestick, anytime you see your chart pattern, you need to take that trade. So once you take that trade, you know, okay, this is my strategy. I'm trying to let my strategy work for me. I know, we really don't know where this market is going. If it goes against you, fine. If it goes on your favor, fine. Track your trade, analyze, journal it so that you understand where you are. Because these are like major psychological factor that like makes a lot of traders fail. Understand? Because these are things you need to like put in place. Your trading plan is very, very important for your growth and your psychology. Because if you do not have a trading plan, I swear to God, my bro, you will be all over the place and you are not going to make money. You might make money for the first two trade, but long term, this is long term. See, you have to understand something. It's not those one two
Yeah.
dollars, $2.
Yeah.
If you start compounding, there's something called compounding interest. If you start compounding these things on a long run, you're going to be making a lot of money. See, what you need to understand, hedge funds, people where they control large amount of money, where they
Yeah.
trade large amount of money, they only make 15 to 20% a year for investor. A year, 12 months, 15 to like imagine. You
Yeah.
get, so these people are trading because of, okay, they have the capital, so they don't need to trade too much. That's how to trade, because we really don't know what's happening. Forget about all these things you're seeing online, all these people flipping. Most of them, 98% of them are false. They are trying to trade that trade.
True.
Trading is not easy. Trading is the hardest thing. And it's going to fuck you up if you think you're too smart. Even the smartest people in
Okay.
this life, they cannot even trade. This is something. That's why I say, I was asking you, how long have you been trading? This is something that takes time. Understand? It takes time. It takes years. The way you enter school
It's
to study to.
it's funny how I actually just started not long. Remember the last time we were in the office and I told you I
Yeah,
don't trade.
yeah,
And then the place I am now, in this short period of time, I'm actually happy and I'm grateful to God that I could get here.
yeah.
Now, I take a lot of good trades, but as soon as I make significant profit, I run back into the market and I lose everything.
Oh, that's the thing. That's why I told you about setting daily limits, setting weekly limits. That this is what I want to gain this day. If I take a trade today and I gain 2% or I gain 1.5%, I'm not going to trade again to the next day. You get me? That's if you're a day trader. But
Okay.
if you're a swing trader, you take this trade. Okay, I'm holding this trade until it goes to my TP. I can hold the trade for 2, 3, 4, 5 days as a swing trader. You get me? As a day trader, I can hold it for a day. But as a scalper, now you're looking at the market as a scalper. What you're telling me now, you're looking at the market as a scalper because you want to go in and out real fast and see your profits. You get me? So
Yeah.
you need to understand your own human psychology, the kind of person you are. Understand? Based on how you trade, you get to understand, okay, this is the kind of person I am. I'm a very, very fast-paced person. I really want my profits real quick. Once you're that kind of person,
Mm.
you say, okay, I want to try, okay, I'm going to try how to swing trade. Let me know if my patience will work for me. If I can hold trade for 2 days, 3 days. Now you're in the process to test the waters, to test these things, to know the kind of trader you are. Understand? To know the kind of trader you are. So that's a very core thing when it comes to learning about forex. To know the place you are. If you are with the day traders, scalpers, or the swing traders, you get me. So you need to
Right. I've tried trading. I've tried swing trading because there are specific zone in my chart that I've marked
yeah.
that anytime the market eventually gets to that place, I am going to take that trade and leave it for
Now
maybe a
that
day.
same spot you mark can still be on your higher time frame too. The way you trade on your lower time frame, you can still trade on your higher time frame to make
What
it
the
swing.
problem?
Hmm?
Do you know what the problem is?
What's the
You
problem
know
now?
what the problem is? I mark those zones.
Yeah,
The market gets to those places. I expect that after I get there, I'm going to be in that market for days. I still enter that market. Once I start seeing a pullback,
you
I
run.
jump out of the market.
See, yeah,
And after like 3, 4 days, I'll know that that market that I said I was going to enter that day, I did enter for the next 4, 5, 4 days. It's been in an uptrend.
that's the thing. See, you can be outside and you can be outside looking at the market and say, okay, this is my strategy. It's going to work. You get me? And okay, if price get to this zone, it's going to do that. If you're not in that trade, you're not going to feel the psychology. You're not going to feel the emotion until you feel that emotion to hold that trade till TP. Then that's your trade. But if you do outside, so oh, I know say the thing will happen like that, bro. You don't know until
Yeah,
even with your demo account, you take that trade. I don't see that as a trade. I only see that as a trade when you are live because now
yeah.
you're dealing with
That's
your
why I
personal
actually chose
emotions.
to trade. That's why I actually chose to put money in there.
Yes, now you're dealing with your personal emotion. That's actually it. So basically trading is just 80% psychology. I'm just trying to tell you that yeah, you need a plan. You need to set things out right for yourself. That okay, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. Put these things together. Put everything in place.
Okay.
You get me? So now you need a plan. You need a plan. Okay, today I'm trading this. Okay, these are my pairs I'm trading. GBP JPY, USD JPY, NZD USD, and all those stuff. These are the only pair I'm going to look at, or this is the only pair, or you're choosing just one pair. This is the only pair I'm going to look at. So that's going to be on your trading plan. And again, the time you'll be trading is going to be on trade so that you'll not be looking at the market every single time because you don't need to be a slave to the market. You get me? You are trading to be free. You are trading for freedom. You're not trading to be a slave to the market. You get me? We trade for freedom.
True.
So now you need to understand that okay, I'll put these things in place and from let's say London session, I trade London session, New York session. That's the only session I trade. Any other session I don't trade. If I see any trade after this session, I'm not going to take. So these are things that need to be in your trading plan so that you'll be coerced into let's say into a bubble. Like this is my bubble. Anything out of my bubble, I'm not going to pop it. I'm going to be inside my bubble. If I pop my bubble, the virus are going to enter. You get me? So that's your safe space. You need to create your safe space. Your trading journal is your safe space. Understand?
This thing you just said, yeah,
Yeah,
has been a problem for me. See how I said I've been trading for say 2 months now non-stop, yeah?
yeah.
So lately I've always traded just only London session and New York session. So I go to the market, London session. If the market works, I take trade. If it doesn't, I wait for New York session. So lately I
Yeah.
always tend to wake up during Asian session to check the market. And I almost can't sleep anymore because every day around 3 a.m. I tend to wake up, even though I don't want to wake up.
Now, the reason you're doing that is because now
Where I
you're addicted to the market. It's good to be as a beginner. It's good to be addicted because now you're seeing how the market is moving on Asia and seeing how the market is moving on London. It's good to be like checking the chart always, but once it comes to real trading, understand like if you want to trade actually, you don't need to be doing that because it's like you being a slave. You need time to rest. You get me? Understand? This is a long-term game. Understand?
yeah,
Long term game. London
yeah.
session, New York session is going to give you everything you need to know about trading. Sometimes you don't need to stress yourself too much, but basically you are just starting up. Even though you are 1 year in the game, 2 years, you are just starting up. Understand? Because There are a lot of
yeah,
emotions you will face going forward. I'm going to tell you this for free. A lot of emotions you're going to face going forward. A lot of boundaries you need to break. Because even professional traders get it hard. Sometimes some months are bad. Some people's strategies, some months are very bad. But the thing now is that one thing about trading is protect. It's not even getting this profit. It's protecting your capital. Once you
yeah,
have that mindset to protect your, just protect your capital, then once see, if you start protecting your capital, let's say you're having a bad month and you don't protect your
yeah,
capital, you're going to blow your account. But if you protect your capital that bad month and you succeed that bad month,
yeah,
maybe next month is a profitable month, you've already protected your capital, you've reserved your capital for that good month to play out for you. And everything you've lost on that other month, you're going to make it on this month because you know how to protect your capital. It's not about getting a profit. The profit will come once you know your strategy is working. You get
yeah,
me? The profit will come by itself. It's not left for you. Your only power, the only thing you can control is when you see your strategy and take your strategy, take the trade. You don't need to be scared. Take the trade once you see what you want to see. You get me? Once you
true,
start doubting your strategy, that's when things start going bad for you. You get me?
true,
So this is a psychological game. Understand? One step at a time. The game is patience. Wait for that
true,
breakout. Wait, if you're a breakout trader, wait for the breakout. If you're a retest trader, after you see the breakout, wait for the retest. Because you're a retest trader doesn't
yeah,
mean when you see a breakout, you just take a breakout trade. Sometimes the reason why me I love taking retest trade is because sometimes those breakouts are fake breakouts. You get me?
true,
And those fake breakouts,
true.
what do they call it? ICT, they call it liquidity grab. They grab.
Liquidity sweep, yeah,
Yeah, so they grab liquidity. So that liquidity grab is just a fake breakout. Like every strategy has their own terminology. Forget about all these ICT doing other blocks and all those things. Yeah, they are good, but bro, these are just simple things. If you just put these things in place, then you are good to go. All those things are just plenty words in. It's just a probability game. If you understand your probability, you're going to make money. You get me? All those things are just things to just put out there that there's nothing to even know about. Just know your market structure, know when your retracements will be due. Once you know when your retracements will be, you calculate your retracement, you take your trade from there. That's basically what everybody is doing. But most people are using different vocabularies for all these things. But straightforward, that's just how it works. If you're a breakout trader, you take your breakout. If you're a breakout retest, support and resistance, all these things all fall under market structure.
yeah,
You get
yeah,
me? Just
true,
market structure. So now you just need to know how you want to see the market. You get me?
true,
You need to know how you want. So now
yeah,
it's a personal journey. Even though me, I teach you how to trade, you can never trade the way I trade because you have your own, you see, tweak it to your own style. Understand? If I'm the kind of person that I take trade, I don't put my stop loss to break even. You'll be maybe you'll be a bit scared and you start using break even and start adjoining it to your own personal style. That's why I say trading is about personality. You get me? To know the kind of person
yeah,
you are. You get me? Risk management. Once you understand risk management, or see risk management, yeah, everybody know risk management. Risk 1% to get 2 or to get 3%. It's easy to say, but
yeah.
it's hard to do.
Yeah, it's hard to do.
Yeah, it's hard to do. That's what I'm talking about compounding interest. Yes, I lost today. Tomorrow I lose again. Next tomorrow I lose again. It's very stressful, but are you protecting your capital?
Yeah,
If you can protect
yeah,
your capital
yeah,
from all this, see, trading is about these losses. If you can protect your capital during all these losses, then that's okay. You're going to make money. Even if your strategy is 40% and your
yeah,
risk to reward is like 1:3, bro, you will be up. In 100 trades, you will be up. Once you know you are taking this trade
yeah,
one after the other. But if you go into the market taking 5 trades a day, 10 trades a day, bro, how would this probability work for you once like you're over the market, you're everywhere?
yeah,
Understand? You don't need to be everywhere. You need to take it slow and steady. You get me?
yeah,
Trading is precision, patience. You need to have. It's not just about it's patient and patient to see my strategy. Are you patient enough to hold it straight to TP? Are you patient enough to
yeah,
wait and make this trade do what you want it to do? You get me?
yeah,
The market always win. The market doesn't give a fuck about our feelings. It's just there. You
true,
are just drawing lines. These candlesticks they are just numbers. They are not even real. They are numbers. We were just using this as creating an edge to just get a story to take this trade. It's just a story we are trying to get.
Yeah.
Understand? Just to get your story right. Can
Yeah.
you get your story right? That's when top-down analysis come in. Okay, you go to your daily time frame, you see, okay, I'm seeing we're in an uptrend, and I'm seeing a bullish engulfing on my daily time frame. I go to my H4, I see, okay, we're in an uptrend. You get me? But on my
Yeah.
daily time frame, I'm seeing a retracement on my daily time frame. That retracement I'm seeing on my daily time frame, it's like a downtrend on your lower time frame. Understand? So now
Yeah.
you're telling a story from my daily time frame. Okay, I'm seeing a retracement on my daily time frame. If I go to my H4, I'm seeing a clear break of structure on downtrend. If I go to my 1 hour, I can clearly see that, okay, on our daily time frame, we've reached the point of where our retracement is being halted. You get me? Let's say we've gone to we've seen a key zone. You're in a key zone. Understand? That key zone now, you go to your lower time frame. On that key zone now, you start seeing how market is reacting at that key zone. Now that key zone now, you get to understand that that key zone now is forming something. Maybe at that key zone you're seeing a reverse head and shoulder, or you're seeing market ranging.
Yeah.
At that point now, you have to be looking for your market, your patterns in the market. That's why pattern comes in. You start looking for your patterns. Once you see your pattern, you look for your candlestick analysis. Once you see your candlestick analysis, you take your trade. You get me? You just need the highest three confluences to take a trade. Lowest three confluences to take a trade. You get me? Just get your story right. Once you get your story right, everything will work out for itself. Top down analysis. You get the story from the top to the bottom to know where you are in the market. Understand? That's top-down analysis to know where you are, to know the trend. Once you know the like you can be seeing uptrend on your higher time frame, but if you go to your lower time frame, you'll be seeing downtrend. But the strongest time frame is your
Yeah.
is your
So
is your strongest time frame is your higher time frames. Understand? So once
yeah.
you once you see that, you just understand, okay, my higher time frame I'm seeing uptrend, but my lower time frame is downtrend. So this downtrend is going to reverse. So I'll be waiting for a reversal pattern. I'll be waiting for my double bottom, or I'll be waiting for my triple bottom. I'll be waiting for my inverse head and shoulder. I'll
Yeah.
be waiting. You get me? So these are things you need to put in your trading plan to know, okay, this is my strategy. To know fully well,
Yeah.
this is my strategy. But right now, you're trying to now in your journey now, it's like now you're learning everything bit by bit, bit by bit. So once you learn everything bit by bit, now you put everything together to know where you are in the market.
Yeah.
You get me? So basically,
Yeah.
that's trading. That's trading. That's the psychology of trading. You get me?
Okay.
That's the psychology
Okay.
of trading. It's no see, bro. Even the smartest person for this world need that 3, 4, 5 years to learn this thing. It's basically like any course, like being a doctor, being an engineer, like going to school 3 years, 5 years. You get me? Basically, that's just it. Now it's your experience. Understand? Once someone tell me, okay, I've been trading for 6 months, I've been trading for 1 year, like, yeah, you've been trading, but what matters is, have you been looking at the markets? Have you been following this market? Because everything will be in your subconscious. You need a lot of short time to 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 put these things in your subconscious. You get me? In your subconscious mind, because
Yeah.
now it's pattern recognition. You're recognizing this pattern. I've seen it before. I've seen it before. Sometimes you don't even know.
Yeah.
You just, oh, I know where the market is going because you've seen it over and over and over and over again. You get me?
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
just market recognition, chart pattern, and like basically that's just it. You get me? So
Yeah.
that's trading for you. Slow and steady. Protect your capital. That's see, protect your capital. That's all. If you protect your capital, you'll be fine. You won't be blowing accounts.
Yeah.
You know, okay, this is the lot side
Yeah.
I'm using. This is the lot side I'm going to use when I take this trade. Sometimes, see, you will see after this class, after this conversation, you will still go and make the same mistake again. It is okay.
I've closed, closed my account like 3 times because I
Yes,
over leveraged.
it's okay. That is now all those things I see now, all those over leveraging, they are supposed to be in your plan. I'm not going to risk more than this. I'm not going to risk more than this. If I risk, you get me, all these small, small things there. And if I mistakenly, like sometimes
Yeah.
your plans have so
Yeah.
your plans have there are still going to be sub plans. Like, okay, if I'm using one loss side on this trade and I mistakenly use two loss side, I'm going to close my trade. Understand? It's not like I'm going to wait. I hope
Okay.
I hope this thing to go to TP. Trust your plan.
Mm.
If you make mistake on your lot size, close the trade. You get me? Or
Okay.
close the portion of trade that's going to align with your lot size. Because if you start using over leveraging like that, it's going to affect you deeply. Because if that market goes against you, you go cry.
I swear.
You're risking 100. Let's say you're risking $100. Let's say you're risking
Yeah.
$100 on a trade. Let's say you're risking $100 on a trade and you made a mistake and start risking 400, and you don't see price they go up. If you don't see $50, $100, now you want the price to go ETP, but the price can't come back down, can't stop you for minus 400 instead of minus 100. You go see, you'll be sad. You go there very, very down. And
Yeah.
if that trade hits TP and you get like $800, you go still lose that money because it's a bad habit. Trading is
Yeah.
about,
Because you want to do
yeah,
the
yeah.
same thing again.
Now you do that same thing again because now you don't work for you. If you say the market no get sense,
Yeah.
you get me. So
Yeah.
bad habits are not supposed to be tolerated. Like me, if I take a trade and I see it doesn't align with my trading plan, I'm not happy because I know it's a bad habit and I'm not supposed to be doing that. Even though I made money, you get me. That's why I say compounding interest is good. So you're compounding all these things. You're making money, but you're compounding. Okay, you're making $20 today. Tomorrow you make $10. If you compound them for 1 week, now you say, I don't make like $150. Oh, get me? So compounding is very interesting. But imagine now you're not compounding. You just want to make the $150 in 1 day, and you lost everything. It's not better for you to compound till that 1 week and you make this money than losing everything 1 day and or gaining everything 1 day and the next day you lose everything. You get me? So this compounding, it calms your mind down. Now you're not thinking about the
Yeah.
money you gain. You're thinking about, see, now you need to be thinking in percentage. It's not about the money now, it's in percentage. Try to think in percentage base instead of looking at the dollar price. You get me? So you can trade
Okay.
any account. Now you're thinking about percentage, not the money. That's basically how trade is. We have like less than a minute for this class to end. So
Okay.
now you get to understand psychology and how you have to set your trading plan and things to work on. You get me?
I work on my trading plan and then I'll share it with you. This has been very impactful because I think most of the I'm actually in a very good place. A lot of the things I do, a lot of the mistakes I make is because I wasn't either patient enough or I run out of the market too quick, and then or maybe I over leveraged so I couldn't
Yeah.
wait for the market to play. Or the drawdown was now massive because I over leveraged, probably use a lot size I'm not supposed to use.
Yeah.
So I'll work on that. I'll work on all of that and I'll share it with you.
All right, no problem now, no problem. So good to talk to you. Just keep me posted on how your journey is going.
Definitely will.